What's up, y'all? It's poppin'. It's D, about to react to this vid. It's titled Disrespectful Fathers and the Daughters They Create. Oop. Apparently people have drama with their daddies and they telling all their business in this video. All type of people telling their business. So we're gonna get in their business, hear what they have to say, and I'll talk about my experience as well at the end of this video. So yeah, let's hop into it.
I saw a statistic that said men that have daughters live longer, and I was like, yeah, we put the responsibility of caretaking on the women, and then we guilt trip daughters into taking care of their parents. That is so telling for why a lot of men have children. It's so someone else will have to take care of them when they're older.
To be honest, that's why a lot of people have kids in general, which I think is so twisted. When I've talked about not wanting kids, people have said similar things to me, like men and women. Like, oh, well, who will take care of you? If you don't have kids, nobody gonna take care. That's why y'all having kids? Because y'all think that they gonna take care of you? They could pass, God forbid. They could grow up to hate you. They might not even fuck with you like that, to where they want to take care of you. They could have their own family and be like, I got my own shit going on. I can't take care of you. You figure it out. I love you, but I can't do it. They could end up in jail. They could move to another state. The possibilities are endless. So you having a child for the primary reason of wanting them to take care of you, that's not a good idea, first of all. And second of all, that's twisted as fuck. That's why you're having a child, bringing a human into this world, because you're trying to invest in somebody to take care of your bum ass. That is wild. But it is very common. Crazy.
Isn't it so funny how fathers get so shocked when you won't tolerate the same disrespect they put their wives through? Like, I'm not your wife, sir. And I'm definitely not one of your little friends, and you made that clear. Like, that was the woman you chose. I was the woman that was given to you. Do you see how karma worked? No, but actually, like, these men, they'll be the first men that let you down. They'll be your first ever fucking bullies, and then they get so shocked when you don't tolerate their disrespect. Bro, who do you think I learned this behavior from? Or I always say this, but it's like the silver lining to my childhood was that I'm not afraid to fight a man.
So as some of you know, I do not talk to my parents like that no more. Well, I talk to my mom a little bit, but they don't have access to me like that. So the other day, my father texted me. Actually, he called me, I looked at that phone, I was like, okay, and then he texted me. And I was like, I can respond to a text. I feel like I'm in control in that. And he was like, oh, you're staying away from me. I'm getting old. What if I die? Will you have any regrets? I was like, no. I have made peace with the fact that you will be gone. And that's okay with me. And then I was like, it sounds like you have some regrets in how you have treated your kids. And he was like, well, I'm the father, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay. You wanted to be the father. This is the type of father you are. This is how you will be treated. All that to say, yeah, the audacity.
So it was actually my parents' 44th wedding anniversary on Friday. And I said to my father before that he better hope he dies before my mom does, because I am not going to tolerate his shit the same way that And if he thinks that my brother is going to be the one that takes care of him when he's old, he's got another thing coming. He'll be lucky my brother remembers he exists, let alone takes care of him. So yeah, I'm not going to tolerate the same shit my mother did. So he better hope he goes first.
Let me tell you something. The reason why I be telling y'all not to trip about these men and whatnot is because I work in the healthcare field. I've been in the healthcare field since I was 18 years old. They're dying alone. They're dying alone. The women that's in these places, their daughters are coming and bringing them to the nail shops, getting their hair done, coming to see them. Their daughters are coming to see them every 2 weeks. You better ask somebody. I am the one who is right there when some of these men are taking their last breath. I have cleaned so many dead bodies, and guess what? Nobody showed up for them. Not their kids, not their wives, not their grandkids. Nobody came for them because why? They were not good men while they were alive. They're gonna continue dying alone. That's why I tell y'all don't trip. I'm physically seeing it on a daily basis, watching them all go by themselves. And this is their grandpas that they're talking about. These are the men that they're talking about. This is their grandpas that's dying alone. And it's going to be them. That's just the reality of. That's why I don't be worried about these men talking, because baby, I watch y'all every day go by yourselves with nobody on y'all side. Girl, and let's not forget
more.
that their sons are never there. It is primarily the daughter-in-laws. The daughter-in-laws are bringing their husbands. Those are the people that are coming to these people, and they're coming to the mothers. That's why when men be talking, I be like, how the fuck you know? How do you know that a woman is dying alone? Because I don't see none of y'all up there. How do you really know who's dying alone?
That's the incel's favorite line. You're gonna die alone. You're gonna have cats and die alone as they're alone.
Who is dying alone? Men, because I work in that field. None of you work in that field, and then y'all want to be like, y'all are gonna die alone. That's why I be laughing. That's why when women get in their feelings, I'm like, do not worry your pretty little head.
Period.
I don't. Please watch my videos. When have you heard me trip about a man? I don't trip about men. I work in this field long enough to know what goes down in the mother.
All right, girl, we got it.
And I don't spew on here that you should treat people well for just the sake of treating people well. I live by that shit because I know one day we're going to have to die. And I would rather want somebody on my side. I know for a fact I don't want to die alone. And I want at least somebody to be on my team. And the fact that most of y'all won't get that shit, I love that for y'all. I love that for all of y'all. Because just as much shit that y'all talk today is as much shit as those men talked in their days. And when I sat right next to them, sometimes even taking their last little breath, they regretted everything they did in this life. But that's what they did. And they gonna have to live with that. And I love that for y'all.
That's fucked up, low-key, though. I ain't gonna lie. And it's like, you can't just assume that all these men who died alone, that they was terrible people. Maybe they just didn't have nobody. Maybe they were incels and nobody was around them. Because nobody, well, then they are terrible people. Well, no, maybe they, I'm trying to find some justifications for them. Maybe they didn't have any family or friends. But why wouldn't you have any friends? It's understandable why you might not have any family. You could move to a different area. You might not just live close to your family. But not having any friends? Yeah, maybe it is then.
Narcissistic fathers look into their daddy's eyes and try to be seen. They are not seen. What they see back is a reflection of the value of that father. And because so many fathers and narcissism is so clearly rooted in a more patriarchal view, meaning that women have no value, that even though they might love their daughters, they don't see their daughters as worthy human beings. At the core, their daughters are a reflection of them. And so the daughter looks to the father's eyes to be seen, and all she will see back is what he values in her, and only if she is successful in what he values. For example, if he sees you as a successful student or athlete, you are then worthy and valuable, and he will show up and root for you and support you. But if you are not those things, or you didn't do so well, or those weren't on your heart's desire, he will look at you, and the reflection that you will see is disappointment in what you are not. So many women, I believe, are chasing this value that they never got in their father's eyes, that they want to be reflected back in themselves. And so they seek it in many, many, many ways, from external rewards to self-harm, whatever it is, self-sacrifice in their bodies and their relationships, because in every relationship, they're looking to see themselves mirrored back and valued in the way that their father should have, and in the way that they deserved to be valued. Now, whether that father is narcissistic and occasionally around, or in the home every day,
I get so tired of hearing this is narcissistic,
or never was there.
Title been
if there
around.
is a hole in the wound of the father, and the father's value is only about a reflection of value when he sees you doing what he wants you to do, you can never succeed at finding value until you begin to turn inward and stop seeking it in the reflection of a father's eyes.
All right, the doctor has spoken, y'all. Y'all heard it from the doctor. y'all heard what she said. I'm sure that is the case with some people, but, I just get so tired of hearing this narcissistic label. I feel like it gets thrown around a lot, and a lot of people use it, when it doesn't apply. I'm not saying she's doing that, obviously, but I'm just speaking in general terms. But yes, this was very unfortunate to see. A lot of people do have strained relationships with their parents, their mothers, and their fathers. And yeah, that's just a part of life. Not every relationship is going to be perfect. All you can do is your best, though. If you are giving your all and trying to have a good relationship with your parents and they're not reciprocating that, sometimes you do have to just let it go and move on, you know, and not let that dictate how you show up in your other relationships. You can't always use that as an excuse. Like, oh my God, I'm mad at the world because me and my daddy don't have a good relationship. Or, oh, I'm mean to people because me and my mama fell out. I don't trust women. You know, you just can't hold on to that for the rest of your fucking life and use that as a crutch. Like, things don't always work out like it's supposed to. You still have to keep it pushing and try to still be a good person. So I'm saying that because I know that people do tend to use their strained relationships with their parents as an excuse for their shitty behavior, and I don't think that's right. But I always had a great relationship with my dad. I've talked about this before on the channel, but you know, I pretty much got everything I wanted as well. But that's only because my dad was involved in illegal activity. I'll just leave it at that. Many years ago. Okay, he no longer is in his old age, but so that is why I was able to pretty much get what I wanted, and I felt very spoiled as a child, but definitely didn't have a perfect childhood at all. I definitely experienced a lot of crazy things as a result of my dad's career choice at the time, and I definitely, you know, witnessed crazy stuff, what was around while crazy stuff was taking place. So I'm sure that had an effect on me mentally to some degree. But as far as, you know, the relationship I had with my dad, like, he treated me and my sister with nothing but kindness and respect and love. He was very soft with me and my sister. And my sister isn't even his biological child. My mom met my dad after she already had my sister. So, but yeah, so my dad was great. You know, I had a great relationship with him. I still do. But, you know, I understand that people, you know, don't have those experiences. So I can't say that I relate to what they're saying, but I understand, you know, their experience. I understand that people have strained relationships, and, you know, you just have to accept it for, you know, what it is. I'm sure it is hard, but it's nothing you can do if your parent isn't putting forth that effort for you guys to have a good relationship. Those are my thoughts. Anyway, let me know what y'all think. Let me know what other videos you want to watch, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.